Morning Crossfire.
Only on 92.3
Nigeria Info.
Good morning. My name is Ifeyemi Andrew. Let's begin with headlines from the Vanguard newspaper this Friday morning, very first day of August, my birth month. So happy new month to all of you. My name is Ifeyemi Andrew. On the Vanguard, you find this. Allegation of coup plot by Obi to remove Tinubu lunacy, Obianyem. Read and find out details because I don't see how is that working? A coup? Okay. Strike. Federal government approves policy to regulate trade unions' activities. And it's aimed at trying to reduce industrial actions. Now, why do we always take this approach that some would describe as draconian? If you do not want people... Okay, why do these unions go on strike? There's nobody that is angry at things done right. I don't think there's anybody that wakes up and says, everything is too perfect, let's go on strike. There's nobody. It has always been because somebody is not doing what he's supposed to do over a long period of time that causes people to go on strike. Imagine my conversation with the nurses yesterday and telling you that for 40 years they had not attempted strike. This one that they have gone now. So which means if this law comes, it means that they are saying you people cannot do, even if you are suffering, or even if we are not doing what is right. And that's where the problem is, because people think that government, rather than this approach, why not sanitize the system, do the right things, and nobody would even think of wanting to go on strike if the right thing is being done, as against trying to put acts that would bend people and force them to be quiet, even when you are doing wrong. So who then checks you when you are not doing the right thing or doing what you ought to do when you should do it? All I can say is, well, we are still going to shout our leaders. Banks deposits with CBN soar 783% to 79.8 trillion naira. Osimhen joins Galatasaray in record 75 million euro deal with Napoli. That's a great one. I mean, the love that Galatasaray has shown to Osimhen, it will cause anybody to leave whatever relationship they're in. I'm telling you, they really went all out, made their intent clear. And regardless of big offers from Saudi and so on and so forth, I think he made a good decision. What do you think? Still on the Vanguard newspaper, Naira down to 1,565 Naira to a dollar in parallel market. That's also a headline on the Vanguard. Let's switch over to the Punch now. Marketers warn against disruption as Dangote plans direct petrol supply. Why is this a problem? I can see why they are concerned. Okay, marketers warn against disruption as Dangote plans direct petrol supply. What that would mean is if Dangote is supplying directly, he's cutting out the middleman to some degree. Although I also have a problem with that, because if Dangote wants to cut the middleman, he should have also been able to allow these marketers to directly come and load this product from the refinery directly. There was that argument that they can't go directly because Dangote refinery sells to who sells to them first. So there was the argument of letting us come. So that was one way I felt, okay, if we're going to do this fairly, it should be fair and square. The idea of then now wanting to supply directly means Dangote wants to be in charge of distribution. All right, so it's going to. There were talks about having how many thousand delivery gas operated CNG operated trucks that were going to do the supply directly. But then it should also help the filling station owners. If they're supplying directly to you from you are just paying and then they bring it directly to you. If you don't want Dangote, you go to somebody else that you pay and then you go and collect by yourself. They will not supply directly. I think people come for Dangote for being a smart businessman. He's a smart businessman who is trying to take away the problems. Yes, in doing so, he becomes the only person in charge. But it's not his fault that the other refineries in the country are not working. Why are they not working? Why did people not make them work? Because if you had the Port Harcourt refinery working, Kaduna refinery working, Warri refinery working, and then Dangote refinery is there, and then many other modular refineries, it's now becoming an option of choose which one you want. Unfortunately, these other refineries, you heard the story of the Port Harcourt refinery. They aren't working. And then you're telling a businessman that he should not do what he thinks is best for his business that would help him make more profit. I kept saying this and I keep saying it. I've been saying it. He did not open the refinery for charity. It's for business. The man is doing business to make money in the process of solving a problem for the country. Full stop. Tinubu approves tenure extension for customs CG. 5% fuel surcharge is a bad policy. That's also on the Punch. And many of you might agree to that with that one to some degree. Bayelsa, what if your boss is Tinubu or Diri? Question. Find out what they are trying to say there. And this one says federal government eyes 796 billion naira annually from 5% petrol surcharge. So where would this surcharge apply? I saw this yesterday, and many petrol marketers are also not comfortable with it. The whole idea of you took our subsidy and then you are now coming with a 5% surcharge. This is something that's in the Nigeria Tax Administration Act. So it's one of 4 tax reform bills that's been signed into law by the president. And many people are opposed to it. And I would understand why. Look at the economic realities in the country. 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0007. You can also call 0817-923-0002. Again, 0817-923-0002. On Facebook, it is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That's the Facebook handle. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Emmanuel Silvanus on Facebook says the best political anchor is Nigeria Info. It's Nigeria Info. Okay, thank you very much. Ozo says is watching from Enugu State. Good morning. Keep up the good. Okay, Ozo, thank you. Ferdinand Uwodo says both party withdrawing from local government election is a good one. Risek saying he will go ahead with the election. Okay, you have your worries about that. Christian Williams says Dangote and monopoly at 5 and 6 is purely doing all this for his selfish interest, and I pray government understand this fact. He's a businessman. Which businessman would not want to take advantage of anything that they can? If the government does not want it that way, I'm not the one that will say government is benefiting or politicians are benefiting. You didn't hear it from me. But if they don't want it to be that way, why aren't the other refineries working? They've spent more monies in turnaround maintenance in our refineries than Dangote spent to build a whole new refinery. And you people still think that Dangote just wants monopoly. What do you want him to do? This man looked at it and figured, there's a problem with the delivery of this thing. We can make more money and save more money if we can deliver directly and cut these people out. And that's what he's doing. Do you like it? You may not, but that's what business is. Some of the things that happen there, they're not there for emotional sentiments. RSU management should tighten up security to avoid robbery and harassment of female students in their hostel. One of the girls in the news said something quite interesting. You are talking of indecent dressing. Okay, yes, but that's your secondary assignment. Your primary assignment is to go around these schools, especially at night. Go around these hostels, look at what's happening, move around. Don't just sit at the gates and sleep there and wake up in the morning and say you have done security. Federal government should Do anything possible to settle our nurses. They are saving lives. Skillful Piro. Let's wait and see how far they go. Doctors are on the line. Don't forget. 0817-923-0002. Gift Instagram says it is quite unfortunate that RISEC is on a voyage of wasting taxpayers' money again in the guise of shenanigans they call local government election. My brother Gift, unfortunately, this election is going to hold, it's going to come, and it's going to go like the last one was held. If the people involved feel like it is not right, I gave us some insight yesterday when I said, go to court if you don't. That's what everybody will tell you. If the right people go to court, then they might fight it out and get something out of it if the law sees that what is being done does not apply. Otherwise, you might go to court too, but are you the right person or do you have the weight? That's how the system has made it look like. Obioma Noble, especially when it concerns politics. Political parties would have their primaries done tomorrow, I pray fairness and equity should be applied. It is my birth month. Oh, thank you, my friend. It's also my birth month. Good morning. Blessed Ola, RISEC to go ahead with local government election is a taboo because INEC has said August 30th date didn't follow electoral law. And then you'll be shocked whether INEC will not see what happens, oversee the election. John Martin says, are you sure local government elections will hold? Let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay. Our fingers are crossed. We are waiting. All right, let's go to Rumigbo now. 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0002. JJ, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Yeah, welcome. Go on, please.
I don't know the marketers warning who now, because Dangote has brought in 4,000 trucks, and definitely you have 4,000 drivers. So if you say your drivers that is supplying in the supply chain will lose their job, then somebody else too will also gain job. At the end of the day, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So for me, they are Nigerians. I don't think anybody is losing anything. Pay your money, sit back, get your truck, measure it if it's to the measurement you want, and so be it. What is all this? If it will make the product cheaper, so be it. As far as I'm concerned, as a final consumer, then Obinna Igbogidi and his group saying that peace has not really returned. As far as I'm concerned, what I think will make people see that peace has returned is the restoration of democracy. By the time that is restored, peace is not just an isolated thing. It's a practical thing. By the time that is done, everybody try to come together, and that, boom, everything will happen. For the ROSCU, how many times will this happen? I am thinking that the security people in that institution and these criminals are collaborating. For me, let the police come and interrogate those people. They cannot be guiding. They have patrol vehicle and everything, and this is happening. No. So let these people check these people. They said they are guiding these students, and you will see the insect that is inside the kola nut that is eating the kola nut. RISEC, thank you very much.
All right, JJ, thank you very much. 0817-923-0007. With the Dangote situation, listen to this. Now, I don't know what they call them. I can't remember the name for them. But they are guys that operate trucks that buy these products from refineries and then sell to filling station owners. Yeah, I can't remember what they call them. There's a name for them. These guys are like the middlemen between the refinery and they buy in bulk. So in most cases, refineries prefer to sell to them because they buy in bulk, and then they have these trucks that they buy, and then they now sell to the filling station owners. So those guys in the middle play a role in affecting the price. And sometimes some of these people don't even deliver the product to you. After they buy it from the refinery, it is still the filling station owner that will have to come and take it by himself in some cases. So if Dangote then decides to say, let's have our own people that will deliver this product straight to the filling stations, you would understand why some people would not be happy, because it means some people who have been making money from playing that middleman between filling stations and the refineries would be out of business to some degree. If we had other refineries working, they might not have a problem, because then people would decide, if I'm going to Dangote refinery, I know that Dangote has his people that will deliver. If I go to Port Harcourt Refinery, I know that I'll have to deal with these other guys who run this system the way they run it. And that's where we are. Good news in Port Harcourt. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother, man.
Yeah.
I think you just analyze the issue of Dangote. And what I'm saying there is part of the wickedness in Nigeria. Dangote did not stop anybody from owning their own refinery. Refineries are given, like licenses are given by President Buhari and Jonathan to go and open your refineries. Among all of them, it was only Dangote that came out bold and brought one of the best refineries in the world. Yet, the federal government kept sabotaging him. Now, they claim he's monopolizing. But you go to Malta to get petrol to Nigeria, and you're not monopolizing. You go and import our own product. You're not monopolizing. But someone who came on his own, our own indigene, not somebody from outside country, and you say he's monopolizing. Now he has said he wants to give fuel directly to fuel stations, probably because the middlemen have refused to do what they're supposed to do, and are supporting the NNPCL. Remember, the story has been said more in your station. What is the problem? Must they all continue to allow the ordinary Nigerians to suffer? I think they should go to hell. Let them go to do what they ought to do. And for the issue of the River State University students, those security people should be held accountable. How can you tell me that you're securing an area and the people come to rob 1, rob 2, rob 3, rape, and you have doors, you have gates? No, I think those security men are completely. In fact, the CSO should be sacked.
All right, and good news, you also have to mind the language when you said go to hell. I'm saying this just so you mind your language next time when you went go to hell. Okay, all right.
Okay,
go
I'm sorry for that. Just that the thing get me pissed off. For the LG election, see, my brother, Nigeria is a country when good people does the right thing, wrong people goes to court, sees the court, collect order, and stop the good thing. But when the wrong people start doing the wrong thing, good people, they relax themselves. If they manage to go to court, the wrong people will step them down again and will continue crying and wallowing in poverty and crying. Let us see how this election goes and the local government River State goes on.
All right, Susie Nerema, good morning. Oh, we lost the call from Susie. I don't know what's happening with the phone lines today, but it's not really been up to par with what it used to be other days. But bear with us. 0817 923 0007. 0817 923 0007. You can also call 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0002. Any of those numbers to get through to us this morning. Ogojone Justice says Dangote is determined to eliminate the corruption in that sector, and I applaud him. Lucky Anderson says Rivers election, another manipulation of the highest order. Votes don't count in our country. They should bring whosoever they like. We are waiting to accept the person. Last, all of them are the same. So says some people don't understand how business works. Dangote is just a businessman. Dangote ability. That's you. Patrick Amadi says, good morning. Is watching from afar. The attack on female staff is highly condemnable. What is the work of the security in campus? Isn't it time they have security at the various hostels? Because it's becoming too much. They should have to re-strategize their look. They take a look at their security strategy in the campus. Barry from Port Harcourt, good morning.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning.
All right, go on, Barry.
Yeah, I want to talk about the Dangote issue.
Okay.
There is something we never understand from this businessman called Dangote. If we look into the cement industry of Dangote, how much is a bag of cement now? Now Dangote has come to the petrol industry. Now, when Dangote gains ground and they lift everything for him, you will see how the price of petrol will skyrocket. Now, Andrew, look at Port Harcourt Refinery. Check how many persons have held refinery, Port Harcourt Refinery. Where do they come from? Because these business people, it's three things I understand that rule the whole world: the commercial people, the political people, and the religious people. When Dangote in the whole world have businesses, how much is a bag of cement in Ghana? Then how much is a bag of cement in Nigeria? When Ibeto was competing with Dangote, how much was a bag of cement? So now, if they allow Dangote to be the only person, we say he build a large refinery in the world, this, that. When once Dangote become the only person in charge of this petrol, you will later see the price of 1 liter of petrol in this country.
All right, Barry.
So hello?
Oh, yes, go on.
Let government give license. Let them privatize.
But government has given license, and they have given license to other people. People can do modular refineries, Barry. The government, the problem is not Dangote. It's your government. If your government fixed their refineries, you would not say Dangote is the only person. Yes, there are things that business people do to each other to gain advantage over each other. There's that. So I'm not saying that that does not happen. But to think that we ultimately feel like it's just Dangote, no, we feel for the cement. If the government gave similar hand that they're giving to Dangote to other people to operate, we would have competition. But if it doesn't happen, you can't say it's Dangote. It's the government that will create the playing field. Look at what we have in the telecommunication industry now. Azunda from Ngboshimini, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to start by congratulating Nigeria Info for the launching of the new station.
Oh, thank you very much.
Kudos.
Mm.
So, secondly, Obi is planning coup.
No. They did not. The headline did not say Obi is planning coup. So don't say it as though you have confirmed. It's in the spectrum of rumors. Put it that way. It's just gist.
Okay.
I
think for me, if it is democratic coup, me, Azunda, I am in support of it because they should realize that power is transient. So whatever they are doing, they should be conscious of the Nigerian as a nation. Secondly, the break entry into USC or RSU. I think for me, and they're still accusing finger on the security men. Last time, the same thing happened. They accused the security people. Our people used to say that the thing that used to eat fish is inside the fish. So they should look inwardly. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Azunda from Ngboshimini, good morning. Okay, we took that already. We're already out of time. Chima from Rimokuta, unfortunately, we can't attend to you. We have to go for a commercial shortly. On Facebook, this person says... elections in local government took place on 30th of July at Ada George in somebody's house. So we are only waiting for results to be announced. Blessed Allah, this your allegation is strong. Please, it's too strong. It's an election have been conducted in somebody's house. It's too strong. I don't know. Well, let's go for a commercial now. Business News follows afterwards. Good morning.